Okay, everybody, the moment we've been waiting for. We're going to get ready for the 2023 Maine Cheese Awards, which have become very competitive, and some amazing cheeses. And as you all know, to sample some of them today. My name is Ron Dyer. I'm the Executive Director of the Cheese Guild, one of the best gigs on the planet. Got to get to hang out with all these guys. They also work very hard, so I try to keep up most days, if I can try. But first thing I want to do before I turn it over to the organizers of the awards is recognize our sponsors. Give me a second to do that because they're so important to us. Without them, we couldn't do this kind of event. And this is a non-profit, volunteer event, our organization, and those kind of support things really make a difference in order to provide education, outreach on Maine's amazing cheese industry. We've turned this into something spectacular, and it's all these people that did it. So I'm going to go around, and you see them on the charts here too, on the banners. But Culture Magazine, the word in cheese, you got to check these guys out if you haven't yet. It's all cheese all the time. Pineland Farms Dairy, we wouldn't be here without the folks at Pineland Farms Dairy. They really put a lot into the Cheese Guild as well as Maine's business community. Edible Maine speaks for itself, sort of. They do some great stuff with promoting Maine's food industry in general and promoting us across the country and other places. It all catches on. Quality Containers of New England, Five County Credit Union, new sponsor this year. Thank you to the people at Five County Credit. Dairy Connection, Austin Associates. Isn't that a great list? The Maine Farmland Trust supports the organization. That's great. Portland Food Co-op, Bangor Savings Bank, and the Cheese Iron. And I'm going to also mention our supporting sponsors because I'm not going to do this later, so I want to make sure you get these in because these people support us all year long, and they really matter to this organization. The Little Cheese Shop right here in Pittsfield, Maine. If you haven't tried that place, I think they're going to open back up in the fall. Check them out. Fury, they're right over here, doing the olive oils and the importing. Fantastic company. Page and Pedersen. Local Goods Gathered, who I'm going to introduce their president in a few minutes, Holly Aker. The Milk House in Monmouth, I believe. Portland Board, Belfour Farm, also Pittsfield, same location, but they sponsor us there. And Pineland Farms again, Crooked Wall Farm, Maine Crisp, Smithereen Farm, and Fred Knight and Chickabee Farm. So give them a hand, please, because these guys are great. Every year they give us some support. So it is with great pleasure that I introduce Holly Aker from Local Goods Gathered, who their organization has been a longtime supporter, as I said. And Holly's also the immediate past president of our organization, which I can tell you this from spending a year and a quarter or so with the group. The president and the whole team works a lot. These people put a lot of time in, and Holly was exceptional. So without further ado, Local Goods Gathered organized all of the sampling and getting the testing done and the ratings and everything and blind testing. I was involved with some of it, so I don't know whose I was testing, and it was amazing. It's so hard. But appreciate all your hard work, Holly. I'll turn it over to you, and I'll pass things out as we do it if you'd like. And also want to introduce Gene Coons over here, our president, who put together the awards program this year. Recognize people. The actual award, yeah. So we used to recognize people. We don't always give them an award. Now we decided to make this a little meatier and get it on. They put it on their wall. I mean, it's something to brag about. Thank you. Thanks, Wally.
Yeah, thank you. Local Goods Gathered was founded to help support cheesemakers find new paths to customers. So we did that through shipping cheese in the pandemic, working with farms who had excess cheese, who needed to find a place for it as soon as we can. And so it's fresh, it's ripe, it's ready. That's our goal, is to help the cheesemakers here that you love to get their cheese to you. And we're always trying to introduce new cheesemakers and new cheeses that maybe you haven't tried before. And as the non-cheesemaker that is on the board, it made perfect sense for me to host the Maine Cheese Awards rather than having a cheesemaker. We do invite cheesemakers to come and blind test other categories that aren't theirs so that they can learn and be a part of it. And we welcome any cheesemaker who wants to come next year. It's a really fun day. This year we had over 100 cheeses that were entered. We had 8 categories. It is a massive amount of cheese that comes into the restaurant, and we put it all out. It's blind. It's scored on aroma and taste and appearance and texture. We have a lot of judges that do multiple sessions. So we have a first round where judges come in. It's blind tasting in each section. And then we take the highest scores from that and move it into a final round where we have more great fans of cheese who come through. So all of the judges are cheese fans like you, as well as people who work in cheese in different capacities. And we're so grateful to them for giving their time in that day too. So thank you for coordinating and organizing beautiful awards. We're so excited to be here to be able to do this. I also want to acknowledge the milk mavens who get cheese everywhere in this state. They also help bring in cheese to the cheese awards, and they do that all on their own time, so we're grateful to them. And I'm gonna mix it up because I normally go like fresh to aged, right? So we'll just grab a couple and see how it goes. We take the highest scores, we rank them into first, second, and third. We also include honorable mentions for those cheesemakers. They're that cheese that just barely missed out on one of the top 3 cheeses.
Move this out of the way.
Oh, it's funny. We'll just see what happens. I don't know.
Drum roll.
Yeah, drum roll. All right, fresh goat is the first one that I grabbed here. So in our fresh goat category, which is always a very large category, this year we split up goat cheese from mixed milk to honor the different cheesemakers in each one, and because those categories are so large here in Maine. So we want to first acknowledge our honorable mention. So just missed the top 3, which is Chicopee and Pono. And our third place was Noisy Acres in Buxton. Both cheesemakers are here and sampling cheese today. And I don't know that they could make it over here because they were on their own, but Cosmic Goat Farm and Creamery in Litchfield. And in the fresh goat category, our first place was Fuzzy Udder Creamery in Whitefield. Yeah! If you will come up, please. So we do have certificates for the first, second, and third place. So yeah, thank you. Come on up, Noisy Acres.
Does first cheese do you have counts as well?
Yeah, we'll come that one.
And the other thing is, these are just placeholders.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the certificates are just placeholders because our entire board is made up of cheesemakers, and so the certificates will get reprinted once we announce all of the award winners.
I'm sorry, yell out again. Honorable mention,
Chicopee,
Chicopee.
and yeah, and third place was Noisy Acres.
Third place, Noisy Acres. Thank you, yes.
Congratulations. And second place was Cosmic Goat Farm. And they're probably over at their tent.
Okay.
Yeah. And then first place standing right there is Fuzzy Udder.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Hold on. This is your first place. Is that for the fresh cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay.
No, so then we have fresh mixed milk.
Yes, we're going to have trouble because I thought it was just one category. We will make another part, but that's okay. This is the first. Give those back to us at the end. I'll give them to Ray, and I'll give them back to you. You can show them at your booth now. Sorry, we're mixed up.
Well done.
Our fresh mixed milk, our honorable mention is Springdale. They're fresh cream cheese from Waldo. Carrie, I did see Carrie. In third place and fresh mixed milk was Balfour Farm and Pittsfield. Thank you.
Thank you.
And in first and second place went to York Hill. York Hill's second place was their Dairy Duet. And their first place cheese, which is brand new, we haven't seen it before, is called McCurdy. So it's a brand new cheese if you get over to York Hill and you're able to sample that.
York Hill?
Carrie.
Oh, Carrie. Well, Carrie.
So Springdale, honorable mention for the fresh cream cheese.
There. Thank you.
Balfour in third place. And then first and second went to York Hill.
Thank you.
Bring him back.
Swap over to the other envelope. In the aged natural rind, The honorable mention goes to Crooked Face Creamery for the Bernadette, which was the 45-day aged Bernadette.
Where is she? She's here.
Amy making her way. In third place,
This is the aged cheese, right?
Natural Rind.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
In third place was Balfour Farm for the Torn Tome. In second place was Fuzzy Udder Creamery for their Landslide. And the first place cheese in the aged natural rind category went to Josh Pond out of Whiting for their Medibumps. Yeah, hi. Congratulations. In the flavor aged cheese. Should have had you call the categories. In the flavored aged cheese, in third place is Balfour Farms Smoky Ghost. Congratulations. In second place is Pineland for their Southwest Cheddar. And the first place cheese went to Balfour for the Cotswold.
Thank you.
In the Bloomy rind category, not here today, but the honorable mention went to Sarah Spring for Evangeline.
Ah, great.
The third place cheese went to Fuzzy Udder for the Waldo Smog. And also not here today, the second place cheese went to Winter Hill in Freeport for their Froscoli. And our first place in the Bloomy category went to Springdale for their Triple Creme. Carrie's favorite cheese. Congratulations.
Nice job, Gary.
So this one I don't think we have a plaque for, but the flavored mixed milk, so we just have the flavored goat probably. So
Well, we just did
we'll have to get one made.
Yep.
So in the flavored mixed milk category, we had, with the honorable mention, Crooked Face for the lemon fennel ricotta, which is also a new cheese.
This is honorable mention. Yeah.
The third place went to Balfour for the garlic and herb bevrah. And the first and second place cheeses were York Hill with the green peppercorn dairy duet, and the first place cheese was their black peppercorn dairy duet.
Thanks for the mixed milk, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Also a former Best in Show.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
We'll stay on the theme with the flavored goat milk. The honorable mention went to Kennebec Cheesery for the sun-dried tomato chev in olive oil. And I know also trapped in the booth, I feel like, the third place went to Coppertail Farm in Waldoboro for their Aleppo pepper chev in oil. And the first and second place cheese, same for this category, went to Noisy Acres. The second place cheese was the Everything But the Bagel. And the first one was the marinated chev in oil. Congratulations. In the washed rind category, the honorable mention went to Winter Hill, who's not here, for their Terzetto. The third place cheese went to Josh Pond for the Rosie Woodsman. And the second place cheese, also a new cheese, was Kennebec, the Sebasticook. And in first place was Kennebec for Old Spec, which was last year's Best in Show winner. In the cheddar category, the honorable mention went to Creamy Acres from Troy for their mild cheddar, and I know they're here today. And I'll just invite Pineland Farms to come up for a amazing sweep of first, second, and third. In third place was the Pineland 1-year cheddar. In second place was Pineland Curds. And the first place was Pineland Farms Dairy 5-year cheddar. Congratulations. In the feta category, the honorable mention goes to Abraham's Creamery in Newport. Congratulations. The third place went to Coppertail Farm in Waldoboro. The second place went to 3 Charm Farm in Alfred. And the first place went to Fuzzy Udder Creamery in Whitefield. The last category I have here is blue cheese. We just had a first and second with the scoring in the blue cheese category. The second place was Josh Pond for the Esker Blue. And the first place was Fuzzy Udder Creamery for the Polar Vortex. It was a lot of categories and a lot of cheese. It's a really phenomenal day to exist and work in Maine cheese in any way. We'll just close it out really briefly before we congratulate everyone with our Best in Show. The Best in Show every year is the highest scored cheeses throughout the whole day. We take so it's across the board, all the categories. In there, it's always really close. I'll just add, these were all very, very close in points. The third place went to Springdale for their triple creme. The second place went to Noisy Acres for the marinated chub and oil. And this year's Best in Show went to Fuzzy Udder for the Polar Vortex. Maine has so many talented cheesemakers. This awards is all about celebrating all of your hard work. Thank you so much for participating. Congratulations to Fuzzy Udder. Long line, but go try Polar Vortex, right? It's sold out. It's sold out. Thank you all so much for participating and being a part of the celebration of today and all of the hard work of this amazing community. Thank you.